Hello, como estas? Yeah, we're about to coat some screens today. First thing we need, a screen. We need a screen. This is clean, as you can see, it's very clean. I made sure I went over it again yesterday. No haze or anything on this. On this mesh on this screen. There we go. 230 mesh. So first things first, we need the screen. Also, we need a spatula, and then we need our scoop coater. And the fourth thing we need is our emulsion. This is Speedball Emulsion. I've tried like 2 or 3 different emulsions. They don't really work for me. Speedball has consistently been the only emulsion thus far that I've been able to use on a consistent basis, and that doesn't give me a hard time. So Speedball, I have it wrapped up in the blue tape because it keeps light from getting on the inside and making the emulsion go bad. I try to use it as quick as possible, but I have a lot of screens over here. All of these screens need to be restretched, and these are the screens that are available for use. That one, and the one I'm about to coat right now. So yeah, I'm just trying to use all the emulsion, but other than that, we're just gonna get right into it. You did. This isn't the most perfect setup, but I use it because it works. What I do is I put this right up under that drawer handle, and it keeps it in space. You get what I'm saying? So I could scoop, you feel me, doing that thing, around. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. First thing I want to do, like I said, I've got my scoop coater right here. Want to get it a nice little swirl, not really a shape, but a swirl, just to make sure it's all mixed up. There we go. Gonna put a very liberal amount because I don't want to have to wait for the emulsion to get one side. So I'm just going to go ahead, put that in there. Make sure I put this lid back on to keep the light. All right. Got to make sure I have my spatula ready so I can put that back in the container it goes in. Without further ado, now it's pretty straightforward. And I know some people usually do 1 and 1, like they do 1 layer and then flip it and then do another layer. I've been doing 2, so I do 2 on this side, 2 on the other side. It gives me a thicker stencil, and I think it kind of helps me preserve some of like the lines and the smaller details, even though it is a higher mesh screen. I think it also like just helps me, you know, keep some of those details and straight lines intact without, you know, the lines getting smudged or anything like that. So like I said, I always make sure that I have enough emulsion in here, and then we're just gonna go ahead. You get what I'm saying? 1, right back up under there. Here we go. Tilt, bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes there's a little excess. I really try not to have excess, just because it's extra. You know, obviously, excess is extra. But yeah. So, and you see, these are very light coats because of the angle. So I tend to do this very quickly, just so I can go ahead and get it done and get it drying. Alright, there we go. This one is done. We're gonna take this on over here, sit it in the dry room, which is really not a dry room. It's just where I sit my screens to dry. It's really makeshift. It's really just this. And for now, I only have the 2 racks to dry 2 screens at a time. But what I do is I just sit it in there on a mason jars like that, and I have this black cover, and it covers it up from the sides, and that's why I have this yellow light here also, so it doesn't get light pollution. Alrighty, we got 1 more screen to go. I believe you are the winner. No, you need to dry. You hear that? Sometimes your screens get water in them, but like I said, I'm on a time crunch here. I want to make sure I am getting these screens coated. And I am not. This screen actually has a very small pinhole. Like the mesh is torn. The mesh is torn on this. I don't know if you can see. very small. The tension isn't terrible. Like I said, I have a lot of screens that have similar problems, so I really haven't been tripping, simply, you know, because I have to get more screens recoded anyway. And also I'm just using what I have, so I'm not really tripping. See, that's another reason why I always say you want to make sure you have Emulsion, because I had to kind of wait for it to come over to the right side. That's why having enough Emulsion in your scoop coder is essential. In the club with some ones and I pipe that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, that's done. 2 on each side. I'm sorry I'm sweating, man. It's hot down here. Fuck. Let me just sit you up right quick. And this is gonna go, I don't know if you can see. That's gonna go right there. Make sure these are not touching the Emulsion, only the red part. I want it to not like lean towards a certain side or anything. Cool. And I just go ahead, cover it up. Now I'm gonna remake this and probably so I can have at least 4 screens and make it so maybe it's like zippable, or you know, maybe sew 2 things together so it's like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I need this whole thing for racks, and possibly I can get like a little clip fan that goes in like tents, and maybe put like a little clip fan in there so it dries faster. But as you can see, like sometimes there's like little Emulsion that drips. This doesn't really matter, but you know, I just try to keep everything clean as possible. But like I said, we are on a time crunch, so let me go ahead and get this Emulsion. It's very important. And like I said, this has to be done in a timely fashion, because especially if you're not doing it in a dark room, because it's photosensitive Emulsion, so the light is literally hardening it. Even though it's liquid, it's still changing the chemical makeup of it, and over time your Emulsion will start to degrade. And ask me how I know, but yeah, you got to make sure you do this and you get all of you don't want to waste money. This stuff is expensive. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make a video about it, because I need to start making more videos about the stuff that I'm doing, because I always feel kind of stupid. I kind of feel stupid afterwards. Alright, cool. You see, I got the majority of it out. Let me make sure I'm not dripping nowhere. Bam. Hot water. Cover this. Back up. ASAP. And this is actually going in the same spot where I'll put those screens at, so we can stay in the dark. Bro, I'm sweating bullets, bro. Bullet. Bro. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like how I look in this flannel though. Like, it's very, you feel me? You get what I'm saying? It looks how we burn screens, pretty straightforward. I have this just running in some hot water. Gonna go ahead and rinse this off, and then use my shop towels to, you know, make sure there's no built up Emulsion. Make sure that the edge is nice and straight and doesn't have any bumps or inconsistencies. It's important to make sure you get all the Emulsion off. This is one thing you do not want to build up. And believe me, it will. Yeah, this is probably the most important part. Because if you take care of your scoop coater, your scoop coater will take care of you. And all that dried up emulsion, especially around the edge, here around the edge, you want to make sure you get it, especially with a paper towel. Make sure you get that edge clean. And I've even seen some people go as far as just, you know, take the whole bitch apart just to make sure. Just to make sure you're good. Sometimes I use a scouring pad, and I might just go ahead just to make sure this edge is nice and clean for me. So I just take this and just go against that edge, because I really just want to make sure there's no build up. You get what I'm saying? I want to make sure there's nothing that's going to keep me from having nice consistent screen, so I can have a nice consistent image, so I can have a nice consistent print. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Bam. Easy peasy. Clean. So after I do that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, rinse, 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 rinse. Cool. 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 Rinse, 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 rinse. And then what I'm gonna do is I have the shop towels. Just gonna go ahead and get busy with them. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everything's dry. Whatever little extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you see it kind of gets a little discolored in there. So you really have to pay attention to these. Now granted, scoop coaters are not expensive, but why waste your tools? What's the point of having tools if, you know, you're going to disregard them? So I just like to make sure I take care of my stuff, man. So my stuff can take care of me, so I don't have to worry about it. Like I said, I just make sure I go against that edge. That's really the most important part. Make sure I go against that edge. And make sure it's not too much build up. Because that will just keep the overall flow of your emotion when you're, you get what I'm saying? Baby, goddamn, keep it on fleet. I treat her panties like a rover. I pull them over. So yeah. Bam! Back in action. This, same deal. Just wipe it down. You ain't even gotta do too much, bro. It don't even really require a lot of thought. Wipe it down. Make sure it's not no build up on this either. Just make sure everything clean, bro. Like, I feel like it just gets kind of redundant. Just make sure your area is clean. All your areas. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you're not taking care of your stuff ain't gonna know how to take care of you. Because you don't know how to take care of it. So what is gonna take care of you for? But that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching me code the screen. You coded the screen before. Yeah, see y'all in the next one, man. Probably a tutorial, maybe something else. I know I just use this to clean that. I don't care, bro. I'm sweating. I don't care. I don't care. See y'all in the next one.